I'm not going to lie, guys, it's getting better than I thought it would for Season 3, to be honest. We're doing really well, and this makes the game against Athletico today absolutely crucial. It's going to be a humdinger. Finally, the goals have started to go in. It's time for the Mestalla Complex. That's right, viewers. Drink it in. 9 games into the season, we are the only team unbeaten in La Liga. We are second in the table, only behind Barcelona, because we've drawn 2. They only lost 1 game, but they've won all the other 8. We are in sensational form at the moment, but you could argue that we haven't played some of the better sides. Let's see how we got here. I'm actually going to put my glass on for this because I can't read otherwise. Oh, I can see. So in the last episode, you saw us beat Chelsea and Real Sociedad 1-0 in both games, and that was followed by a 3-1 win against Real Betis, and suddenly Michy Batshuayi got amongst the goals. He is off the mark. We then beat Eibar 1-0 away from home, very decent result. Lost to PSG, but only by 1 goal in the Champions League. They seem to be our kind of bogey team in this save. They've got, to be fair, they battered us in the game. It could have been a lot more. Kune had a great game. If it hadn't been for him, could have been really, really ugly. But we followed that up and bounced back nicely with a 4-1 win against Coruña. Batshuayi and Marian Mandzukic getting amongst the goals. Mandzukic and Batshuayi again giving us a 3-1 win over Vigo. That was really good for last year. They kind of haven't really gotten over the fact they didn't get into the Champions League last year, kind of struggling in the league. A 3-0 win then at home to Inter, and yes, Ryan Brewster scored in the first minute of that game. He is available for us to play in the Champions League, just not in the Liga. But now that Gruzo is gone, I'm going to get Brewster signed up when the register window comes back around again. We followed up the win against Inter with a 1-1 draw against Malaga, which wasn't brilliant. Fabregas getting on the score sheet there. And then we just smashed Racing Santander 4-0 in the first leg of the Spanish Cup, so I can really put the backup brigade out for the second leg of that. But that leaves us now with Athletico Madrid, who are 4th in the league. They're doing alright, but not brilliantly by lessons, although damn sight better than Real Madrid, who have finally got a couple of wins on there, but they've lost 4 games already. A little way off the pace, 14 points behind us. So if they finish ahead of us in the season, it's 100% a bottle job. And you may ask, what's turned it around? I won't lie, it's the old West Ham formation. I brought it back. Mandzukic and Batshuayi cannot play up front on his own. He plays with somebody. He's brilliant. Plays on his own. Absolutely tosh. It's come back. It's a very decent formation. I'm a bit annoyed because I don't want to keep using the same one, but it just seems to work for the team. I've built it. It's the only way I can get a really solid defence with a pretty decent forward attack. The one problem we got now is that Marian Mandzukic has got a really bad gash leg. Is that 4 to 6 days, so he will not feature in the episode, but he has been in brilliant form. As you can tell, our top goal scorer at the moment was 7 goals. And I've been easing him into the team. It's annoying that I can't put Ryan Brewster in for unregistering. We're going to play our 5-4-1. It's very good in the big games. It keeps us nice and controlled, and it just keeps us solid. It's a very solid defensive shape. Athletico Madrid, for all the fact they're not top of the league, they are the league's top scorers, so we have to pay them respect, and I'm not going to go too up top. I trust Batshuayi can play on his own. Jack Grealish is going to be in behind him today. So, the starting line is going to be Kune, Derulo, Longlet, and Mangala. They make up our nice little back three now, very solid. Vendel, Zobnin, and Christensen. Vendel and Christensen, obviously the wing backs. Zobnin is playing as that defensive midfielder, along with Fabregas and Soler in front. Grealish is in behind Michy Batshuayi, and there's a place for Fernando Llorente on the bench. Paqueta is actually, you know what, we'll put Paqueta in because he has a nice understanding of Michy. So I think Paqueta and Michy is the way to go. In terms of the head-to-head, Athletico are miles ahead in this one. They've won 3. We've only won 1 of all the meetings that we've had, but it's a bit of a different team now. I'm feeling a lot more confident than I normally am going into these games. Revenge seems to be the dish of the day. God, their team is so good. You got Oblak, Savic, Nunes, Godin still going, Bernat, Saul, Koke, Frankie de Jong, Vitolo, Costa, Griezmann. Even on the bench, they got Alex, Vidal, Vieto, PM Sisto, Montoya, obviously, if he comes on, that would be harsh. Jose Jimenez and Thomas Partey. God, they've got such a good team. Such a good team. Costa's the guy we need to watch out for. He is so good, it's unreal. But hopefully we'll be able to keep him quiet. That has got to be the plan. We tend to struggle to break down Athletico. I don't think that's going to change particularly much, considering we're playing the 5-4-1 formation. But you never know. We seem to be able to grind out results at the moment, and that, more than anything, is what I'm enjoying. We're not like West Ham. We're not blasting teams away, but we are managing to pick up the points. It's more of a kind of conservative 5-2-1-2 when I've played it. Obviously today we're going with the 5-4-1 just to be a bit more rigid and just to protect the back four, or the back three, if you like. The first highlight does look like it's falling to us as Paqueta drives inside, and Nietzsche's made a good run. If Paqueta finds him, he doesn't. It's a great run, terrible finish. I'm just waiting for one of these games to explode for us all. I just want to see a game where we just not a 1-0. Do you know what I mean? I want to show you guys a not a 1-0 one. All the games in the in-between, we seem to absolutely batter teams. For the last 10 minutes, we are going to go attacking, see if we can push on towards the end of the half. We haven't really created too much, and maybe that's going to be a mistake now. As Griezmann gets on the ball, he's up against Soler, plays it back to Frankie de Jong. De Jong into Savic. I can see Costa. He's free. Costa. Ooh, hits it just wide. It's a good effort. Could you ever believe it was 0-0 at half time? Because I'm not happy with the performance. We've not really created a lot. We've not done a lot. And I think it's time. Fabregas, great as he is, I think he's going to come off. And, ooh, yeah, you know what? Let's bring on Llorente. I've barely played him since I bought him. I've barely played him, but we're going to bring him on as a target man. Zobnin's going to go in there, play as the ball-winning midfielder, but on defensive. He's going to go in there with Soler, and we're going to go for it. We are going to go for broke. Well, not go for broke. We're going to just go for it. We should be able to take the game to Athletico Madrid. We've got the players now. We have the personnel. We have had a bit of a problem with injuries, though, this season. We seem to be picking up a lot more than usual, and I've had to reduce the training that we've been doing for it. As Griezmann gets the ball, it's into Vitolo, and it's 1-0 already. Not great, is it, really? I've committed. I've gone to attack. I've gone to attack and it's not gone well. Savic into Saul. It was that one there. Mangala. Is it Mangala? Looks like it. He just dived in a bit. Sold himself short, and now we have a problem. Get creative, lads. Come on. Be like Neil Buchanan and Art Attack. This is not going very well. Javi Jimenez is going to come on because Mangala, as per, is having a pretty crap game. It's not... I'm going to put Paqueta up front as well. We're going to go really go for it now, and he's going to go in the false 9. So we've gone 3 up top, and we've gone much more direct. Hopefully we can aim it at Llorente. We'll just get some knockdowns, and maybe Michi can make something out of it. But the way it's standing, we're going to lose our unbeaten record, and that would be very irritating. So there, just yeah, I can't play Soler in the big games. So I made a mistake taking Fabregas off. Soler is not a big game player. He never turns up in the big games. That was a mistake from me. I'm going to tell the boys to push forward as Jack Grealish comes on for Soler. He's been disappointing as usual. Zobnin. No, don't mess about there, mate. Derulo into Grealish. Now, can he spring something? Great ball from Jack Grealish over the top. Michi Batshuayi is in. Come on, mate. Pick out the cross to Llorente. He's not done anything in the save. He's not going to do anything there. Paqueta back to Grealish. He seems to have changed the game a bit. Great ball from Jack into Vendel. It's for the Paqueta to Llorente. He scored! Fernando Llorente has got one. Got in! It might be his first ever goal for the club. I don't think he's ever scored. Oh, mate, what a sub. What a change. What a goal. We've got 2 goals in a game. Yes! Excitement. Grealish has come on and changed the game completely. That's a lovely ball from him. Great first time for... Oh, it was a tackle, I think. And that's... If there was some poor keeping from Kune up the other end, that's definitely some poor from Oblak as well. The game is back at parity. Can we push on? Can we get a winner? That's what matters now. Barcelona have lost again, or they are losing again at the moment. We win this game. We go top of the table. Come on, boys. Don't flop. Oi, oi. To go. Is there still one last twist? I'm going to tell the boys to push forward. It's risky, but we need to go for it. The chance of being top at the end of this episode is just too good to turn down. 5 minutes of added on time. It's all ticking away terribly. There's not a lot I can really do. I can't give a shout. I can't change anything. It looks like it's going to be a 1-1 draw. And to be honest, at being 1-0 down, I would have taken it, but I actually feel we kind of played really well in this game, and we're a bit unlucky not to really have got more out of it. It is a 1-1 draw against Athletico. The unbeaten record stays, but it feels a bit like a missed opportunity. It's very even. We are now in these games. It might be also because it's at the Mestalla. I'm going to say the boys unlucky it wasn't on night. I am going to say the defence though. I'm disappointed in your efforts because they didn't play very well. Mangala particularly. That's the second time on camera where he's been really poor. At least he cared this time about what I said. Carlos Soler's got a little bruised ankle out for 1 to 2 days, so nothing big. He should be back for the Inter game. Fernando Llorente was his first goal for the club. I'm going to say that was vital. Give him a massive confidence boost. Well, we could have been top going into the Barca game, which is the game we've got in the league after the game against Inter. Now, off-camera viewers, there has been some issues with Moses Simon. Obviously, he's one of my kind of players because he's one of the first people I brought in, but he hasn't played a lot, and because we don't play wingers, it's becoming very difficult to keep him happy at the club. He's not particularly happy with me at the moment because he just can't get in the first team, and I understand that, and we've actually had some bids come through for him, so I don't know what to do. For 1.1 million seems a bit harsh. He's worth a lot more than that, so I'm going to reject all these offers because he's worth more than that. I will let him move if he feels that strongly about it, and that will issue a promise to him. There you go, I have a promise to him. But I don't want to let him go for 1.1 million. It just seems so cheap. 2.5 I'll let him go for. I'll let him go for 2.5, but I don't want to let him go for less, otherwise we're not going to make anything off of it. So for the attention turned to the Champions League now, the group looks like this. Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain played a game more and they're on 7 points. We beat Inter here and they haven't won one game yet. We beat Inter here and then we go top of the group, and that gives us a great opportunity. We've got a home game against PSG, away against Chelsea. I fancy if we can get a draw in the Chelsea game, that will be enough. So a couple of changes to the lineup today. Centelles and Vidal both come in as the two wing backs now, so Christensen and Vendel get a rest. Fabregas takes in Solaire's place, so Solaire's been dropped as we go to the 5-2-1-2, and he's been dropped in favour of Ryan Brewster. He's going to come on and play up front with Michy Batshuayi, as Mario Mandzukic hasn't quite recovered enough to get himself, in the starting lineup. Moses Simon is now out of the reserves with his sort of transfer request, if you will. Other than that, it's as you were. I'm going to passionately say we have a chance to move in the top spot here, so I'm expecting a win. The guys like that. I like the fact that Koune responds to me. It's probably the leadership and the determination, and he's been a really good signing as the keeper. He's not made that many gaffes so far, touch wood, and let's hope that doesn't continue. In terms of what they've got, then Inter Milan line up quite strong. They've got Handanovic in goal, who's always a really good goalkeeper. Hugo Mayo is terrific at right back. Dalbert is a player I rate really highly. Yao Mario, John Obi Mikel, maybe someone we can get at. Kondreva, Tedesco, Perisic, and Mario Balotelli, who on this game is also insanely good. You look at these stats, he's still brilliant. I love Super Mario. So we've got the opening highlight here, but we've given the ball away, and Kandreva's found Mario, and I can see the run from Kandreva, but can Centelles, that's what matters. Talisca, oh god, don't let him get too close to goal. Great tackle by Zobnin. Michi got a run for it, mate. Dene was all over the back of him there. Kandreva out to Mayo, can't let him get too much of the ball, he's got such a wicked delivery. Great play by Centelles, and now we release Ryan Brewster, and he's got pace to burn. Brewster cuts inside to Cesc Fabregas. Cesc bends it, just wide of the top corner. Having Brewster in there gives us such a burst of pace now as well to go up the Michi. Michi's no slouch, but Rian is damn quick. There's another highlight here as Hugo Mayo plays at Yao Mario. He finds John Obi Mikel to Talisca. We've managed to nick the ball away. Yeah, great ball over the top now from Fabregas to release Rian. He's found Michi. Rian's going to get on the overlap here. He's gone. Brewster, don't shoot. Cuts inside, Paqueta, 1-0! Great play by Ryan Brewster and Lucas Paqueta. I was saying earlier what a crucial player he is becoming in the team. He has just sent us top of our Champions League group of death, which just, yes. Great play originally from Michi. It was a bit of a poor ball to Ryan, but he did well. A little cutback to find Paqueta there, and a lovely little finish. Completely wrong foot Handanovic. Bang! 1-0. Get in. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. As you can see down here, we are now up into first in the group. Woof. And Inter giving the ball away here. Ryan Brewster, can he just release Paqueta? That's not a great ball. There was a real chance on there if he just released it. Paqueta is quite hard to catch up with. He's also a devastatingly quick footballer when he gets the ball under his feet and gets moving. Perisic finds Mayo. I can see the ball to Kandreva. They're working it well here. Inter's got goal written all over it. Perisic hits the side netting. Unlucky. Half an hour gone, and apart from that Perisic chance, they haven't really created much Inter, so I'm very happy. We look very dangerous on the break. I feel a bit for Llorente not giving him a run in this. He did get a very, very important equalising goal, but when Mandzukic comes back in, he's just not going to get the game time, so, Michi, quiet again, just camera shy, just doesn't like getting too involved on the camera. He's a bit of a shy boy, is our Michi. Centelles there, picks the ball up, nice. Brewster. Yeah, not his best ball to Michi, but we can pick that up. Derulo, get rid of it. Obviously, Jason Derulo playing against his former team today as well. Cesc, great ball out to centre. I love watching Fabregas. Good ball from Centelles. Michi, I said he might be a bit camera shy. I was lying. A great header, a great ball from Centels. He is going to be some left back if we can keep hold of him, because it seems that any time I get a decent full back, someone wants to buy them. Athletico actually did come in for him in the summer, Centels, but I said no, and I'm so glad I did. Great ball. Not a clue what this boy is doing. Who's that? Oh, I can't get him. Who was that? Ranocchia. I'm not a clue what he was doing there. He just wandered into the middle, left Michi completely free in the middle. Nutter. Absolutely terrible defending. Me on a Sunday. And I gotta say, actually, for all the fact that they've had more shots and kind of more of the ball, doesn't really matter. We've been much the better team. I'm going to say, I'm very pleased with your performance. Keep it up, lads. They like that. I like that. We all like that. And one thing we are going to do is we're going to stop being attacking and we're going to go to the counter. Just take down the intensity a bit. Keep the ball a bit more. Let's just calm it down. Keep it fresh. And just see this out. Just see it out, boys. I like Longlet in the middle of the three as well, but as the ball playing defender. He's much more suited to that role. Centels are getting so much room down the wing. He plays in Rian Brewster. Brewster nips through. Michi Batshuayi at the front post, and it's 3. And Rian Brewster, I cannot wait to get him back in January. I cannot wait. I need to buy him. I really want to buy Rian. I can't wait to register him for La Liga. At the moment, we're just making do with Batshuayi and Mandzukic and Lorente. But when we get Brewster, we are going to be some force going forward. He's just so quick. Can't believe it. We are 3-0 up away from home, and the goals have finally started coming in the episode. I knew it would be. I just had to go back to the formation. I really don't want to keep playing it because it's a bit like it's all about trying out different ones. But you've seen me through the save. I've tried so many different formations, and this is just the one that works. It's slightly different. The roles are slightly different, but the play is just the same, and I love it because it works. But I don't want to abuse it too much. So that is going to come on for Fabregas. I think we're going to take Paqueta off and bring on Jack Grealish because he's still a fundamental player in the team. I thought we nearly scored there. Less than 5 minutes to go now. We're just going through the motions really. Inter know it's over. I know that it's over. We have secured Europa League football for next season mathematically now. There is no chance we cannot qualify for the Europa League. And I do think that if we were to drop into it, I do think that we'd win it. But now that I'm kind of... we've beaten Chelsea, we've beaten Inter twice, home and away. We only 1-0 loss against PSG. It'll be interesting to see how we get on against them at home, because our home form is still pretty imperious. But Pinamonti, they're nearly coming back to haunt me. But it'd be interesting to see now what it's like. I think we're closer, but I still don't think... We should have got battered in that PSG away game. Obviously it wasn't on camera, you guys didn't get to see it, but we were lucky that it wasn't 4 or 5, so I think we're still a way off, but we're closer than we were last year. The team is now beginning to, it's got a bit more of an identity. We've got more wave. We're just a better team this year. I've just talked completely over the final whistle. That is the end of it. A 3-0 win. Lucas Paqueta, Michi Batshuayi, magic. So in terms of the Champions League, that leaves us top of the group, 9 points. Unfortunately, we haven't qualified yet. I cannot believe we haven't managed to qualify yet, even though we've got 9 points from 4 games. Chelsea and PSG are the 2 we have left, so a lot of this is going to come down to how we get on at Stamford Bridge. It's going to be tough. I don't know what to make of it now. The fact we're also second in the league and still unbeaten, it's just incredible. Although I think that's probably about to go because we're about to play Barcelona away at the Nou Camp. We'll come up for Alaves and PSG actually, because Alaves aren't doing too badly in the league. They're actually up in 3rd, so they're really overperforming this year. It'll be interesting to see if they're still there when it comes around to us playing them. There's not really that much time between now and then. So in between then, we've got the game away at Stamford Bridge, got the game away at the Nou Camp, 2 massive games there. And then after that, there's games I'd still fancy us to keep on going. We carry on playing the way we've been going, we'll be doing alright, especially if Mario can come back and be as fit as ever. I cannot wait, though, to get Rian Brewster just registered. I need it now. I need it now. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope you will have. If you have, then please do like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you come up for the crucial Champions League game against PSG in the next episode. Pretty much we win that, we're there, but we shall see how it goes. Thanks so much for watching. Until I see you in the next episode, stay cool.